mystery, illusions, curiosity. But you know what I'm really curious about? This title I found. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh. This is the saddest thumbnail I have seen, but the title is just so curious. I just had to click it. So apparently when camels die, or when most animals, like large animals die, they build up so much air in the body that it becomes this mini bomb of an empty casket. So we're gonna learn more about these camels, what happened, and we'll see more videos about it. Let's go.
Despite being one of the biggest land animals, camels are docile animals that are pretty friendly with humans, and they make really good pets.
You know, the word pet they use seems like a really loose term because, you know, they're mostly there just to carry stuff, and I don't really see them. I say there's a camel right here, or just, you know, sitting in my room. I wouldn't really, I guess you could pet it, or just have watch if you wanted to carry me to the bathroom, I guess. But not really much of a pet.
They can also easily carry an extra 200 pounds and can walk about 20 miles a day through the harsh desert climate.
Speaking of 200 pounds. Oh.
They were mainly active in North America around 10 million years ago, but their useful abilities allowed them to migrate and spread across the globe. In ancient times, merchants took camels through desert commercial roads, selling various goods to every corner of the world, making the goods flow faster and connecting different civilizations and cultures with each other.
Imagine today in North America we had camels just walking around. You wouldn't see people on these freaking, you know, electric scooters. I'll be riding the camel all day.
But why not use horses, you may ask? They are much faster after all. That is absolutely true. A horse can walk up to 100 miles a day, which is 5 times what a camel could walk.
What a Chad.
But that's only true when it comes to traveling short distances. The average horse doesn't possess a fraction of the endurance that a camel does, not to mention that a camel walks on a broad pad that connects its 2 toes. This cushion-like pad spreads when the camel places its foot on the ground, and it supports it on loose sand in much the same way that a snowshoe helps a person walk on snow.
What is with these 3D animations of the camels? You saw that? Oh my god.
A horse, on the other hand, would sink or quickly tire and possibly suffer from muscle soreness or injury.
Just mentioning how the foot of the horse and the foot of the camel affects how they're able to move through the terrain. It kind of reminds me of, like, you know, when people bring slippers to the gym. It's just the weirdest thing. Just seeing that, and then I see them go on the treadmill, like for the full-on sprint. It just makes no sense why people do that. But anyways, getting sidetracked.
A camel can also endure hunger and thirst in a way that a horse simply can't. They can survive up to 3 weeks without water, and they can last and reproduce as well for several months without food.
And these camels taking 1 meal a day to a whole new extreme. Oh my gosh, 1 meal a month.
They can survive a 40% weight loss and then drink up to 32 gallons of water in one drinking session.
You see this man right here? He looks like someone's dad, right? Look, he's holding 5 gallons of water. Now look, it's the same man again, right? But look, he has 3 of these 5 gallons of water. That's only 15 gallons. That camel right there is able to have 6 of these 5 gallons, 6.5 gallons of these water, and still feel perfectly fine. What the heck?
The main secret behind a camel's ability to withstand hunger and thirst lies in its hump and stomach. A large amount of deposited fat is stored in the hump. If needed, this fat can be broken down into water and heat.
But look how cute they made the camel. Look, he's just smiling over there. What is this animations?
Camels raised in captivity are not as tough or as smart. They are always provided with enough food and water by their owners, and over time, these captive camels will lose their instinct to seek water.
Hey, if you're a little sensitive, this image can go be a little sad. So just, if you want to turn away, you can.
And may die of thirst in the desert.
Yeah, following up with that point he's making about domestic camels, it's like the same thing when people have domestic pets. Like, you don't want the bunny you have anymore, so you just let it in the wild. Or like, you don't like the cat anymore, you just let it be free. But they're not like trained to be free roaming, you know what I mean? It's good you give them a good start, but like now it's kind of like you just throw them out there. which is really hard. So I can see why these camels are just like, you know, flopping on the floor.
If you happen to come across one of them, do not touch it. It will literally explode if you do. As mentioned earlier, there is a large amount of fat in the camel's hump, and when they die, these deposited fats remain in the hump, unable to carry out oxidative exercise, and there is no way for them to metabolize. Because of that, over time, these fats will be transformed into gases such as methane. In addition, after the camel's death, the water in the stomach is not digested. It remains in the stomach. The corpse will inflate into a bulging balloon that is bigger than any live camel. And as soon as you touch it, even lightly, the camel's carcass will explode immediately. The power of such an explosion should not be underestimated. If anyone happens to be nearby, they may be injured. And even if they don't, they will be covered in a nasty combination of gases and liquids.
That sounds like the most craziest, insane, delusional, amazing thing I have heard. It's really sad, but it's like going out with a little bang. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. So they don't really show the camel exploding, which is good because, you know, it's more like an informative video on why they explode. But I'm gonna show you more of videos of animals exploding, but I'm gonna censor a lot of the parts because it's really sad content, and then I just want to show you just the big bang of it all. That's it. So the next one is about an elephant, a deceased elephant a man's cutting open. We're gonna see it explode. Look. That is literally insane. Just seeing that out there, it's just, and that would, no one would tell you that. That's not like something you just hear in school. Like, oh yeah, an elephant dies, it explodes. Like, oh my gosh. Imagine, oh, well, hopefully you guys won't know about this information. You never come across it. But what if all bodies explode like that? Just thinking about it now, like, what else have no one ever told us? It's kind of crazy to think about. The next one is another deceased animal. It's a whale. The weird thing about this one was like, it wasn't like just washed up and shore. It was just in the middle of the ocean, just floating around, and all of a sudden, boom! Its head exploded. What the heck?
All of a sudden, that thing will just explode too.
I saw it running here. You laughed right at it.
Oh shit! Shit! White shark? Little dirty. No, it just blew up.
Oh my god. Somebody had to cause that. I thought it was gas.
I caught that whole on video.
Are you fucking serious? You got a spleen going up?
See, even the people on the boat, they know about the gases inside the whale. So this is like common knowledge apparently in oceanography, I guess. What the heck? Imagine in college you're learning marine biology and then you hear your professor say, oh yeah, the whale explodes. And you know, I just ended with a bang. Here's one more clip. Now we know more about this crazy thing apparently that happens to animals. Have a good day.